A long time ago, the pandas were totally bamboozled by the old gods. Their home planet was destroyed, the most scarce resources, bambooniums, were robbed from them. To rebuild the home planet from the planet, elders entrusted the most elite panda warriors with the mandate of retrieving the bambooniums. The Paladin Pandas travel the space scavenging, mining and raid boss farming. All for that sweet green stuff. 6 classes. Engineer, Cyber Bard, Medic, Sniper, Main Tank, Commando. Random maps for each adventure. Fight against various monsters. Welcome back, all my heroic Paladin Pandas. Just show me what you've got to me. Now. Paladin Pandas. Beta test in mid-November 2021. Only for NFT holders. Why did they make the scenes so small that I had to read that fast? It's my only gripe with this project. Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode. Today we're presenting Paladin Pandas, a beautifully handcrafted collection of NFTs that is going to have a play to earn game coming soon. They're working on it and the designs look really nice. So this video is sponsored, and you know what I like to do every time we get sponsorship is I like to give something back to the community for your time because I appreciate you. And for today, I want to give away a Paladin Panda. So I'm going to buy this one right now. It is one that has a Luke Skywalker saber, which, you know, it's pretty cool. So we're going to pick up this one for 0.1 ETH. We are going to have to pay gas on that, so it's 54. So that is a $450, and I'm going to have to send it. So there we have it. We purchased our Paladin Panda to give away to you guys. All you have to do to enter is go into the comment section. Just post anything. That will mean that I can use the random comment picker to pick somebody out. Make sure then you go to Discord in the competition wallet section, post your wallet address and your YouTube name, and then I'll pick a random comment and go there. Make sure you do that though, because if there's no wallet address there, I can't give the prize out. And what I'll do is I'll just skip on to the next random comment pick. Okay, good luck. Now I get a lot of projects reaching out to me on the Ethereum blockchain with they haven't minted yet. So here we have one that actually sold out in 32 minutes. All 10,000 Paladin Pandas have been sold now. They are on the OpenSea network. Now I get a lot of NFT projects on the Ethereum blockchain reaching out to me who want some coverage, but they don't have any functionality to the NFTs that they're actually purchasing. This is having an NFT built game. Now I get a lot of NFT projects reaching out to me from the Ethereum blockchain. One, they're pre-minting, so you know they have no kind of background that actually they're going to be able to sell all these NFTs off. And you know, with 10,000, that's a big risk because it's a lot of money. Paladin Pandas has already sold out their 10,000, and you know, at 0.03 ETH, that is no small feat. They did it in 32 minutes, which just shows how popular a project this is. And then secondly, you know, I don't tend to cover anything that doesn't give their NFTs utility. So with Paladin Pandas, they're creating a play to earn game, which is why I see it attractive and why I'm covering it. So we're going to go through the website today, take a look at some of the progress that they've made with their roadmap, progress that they've made with the game development, and what it'll look like. So you can think about whether you want to get in on this. Paladin Pandas was 10,000 hand-drawn NFT digital identities, granting you the chance to fight in space expedition. Get your Paladin Pandas, battle in space expedition, win abundant NFTs. So, you know, with the play to earn element, we're used to earning tokens. They are going to provide NFTs, and not just, you know, any casual NFT. You know, they have mentioned that one of the NFTs will be a board Ape Yacht Club. That's you know, the minting price, the floor price of that is over $150,000. So, you know, no small prizes. Paladin Pandas are programmatically generated from more than 150 traits across 9 categories. Every panda is unique, and they are stored as an ERC1155 token on the Ethereum blockchain. The public sale started on September the 28th, and as I said, sold out in 32 minutes. What I like about this is if you search through these on the website, on the OpenSea, it's very, very hard to see anyone that has similar traits. There's so much variation in these, so many different unique weapons, which I think it'll just make it means that, you know, it complicates things for them creating a game, because it means they have to create so many variations of weapons with different damages and different skills, but they're already making really good progress on that, as you'll see in a minute on their Twitter page. So the features are that it has Asian inspiration. All Paladin Pandas are carefully designed with uniqueness and creativity by Asian artists. It's play to earn, so 6 classes with different skills and various weapons, roguelike gaming experience, come and fight to earn abundant NFT rewards. Community first, so the community defines them, and they've got a really big community. So they have a following of 10,000 followers on their Twitter, and their Discord is even bigger. I think it's over 43.3 thousand members on their Discord. So it's a big community that they've got around this game. Full ownership. So with your Paladin Panda, you got full commercial rights granted to you, and there's animal protection as part of their selling. They because pandas are so rare, they wanted to donate to the animal protection charity for pandas and other endangered wild animals, and they're in the process of adopting a panda. Some people are a little bit think it's a bit of a sell to add to a charity element, but things don't have to do it. And clearly, they've already sold that, and so they have the funds to be able to donate to a good cause. I like when things have a portion of their funds towards that, because you can feel like you're investing in something that's not just purely for earning. It's actually gonna potentially save a panda's life. Activity pandas, more to come. Various activities and airdrops listed in the roadmap activations will be coming. So, Paladin Pandas, a long time. The lore behind it is that a long time ago, the pandas were totally bamboozled, get it, by the old gods. Their home planet was destroyed, and their most scarce resources, bambooniums, were robbed from them. To rebuild the home planet, the panda elders entrusted the most elite panda warriors with the mandate of retrieving all bambooniums. The Paladin Pandas travel the space, scavenging, mining, and raid boss farming, all for that sweet green stuff. Now Paladin Pandas assemble, fight for glory. So you can just see how they build up these pandas. So adding these different features to them, different traits. So we've got different eye variation, mouth. We've got headpiece. We've got things that go on the ears, whatever they're wearing, chest, armor. And then different glasses, different extra. So we've got a cigarette, and we have a weapon. So the weapon, there's so many different operations. Taste my blade. We have rarity. So obviously, like you'd expect in an NFT collection, the different traits will have different rarities, different drop rates, and some will be more rare than others. So having a golden fur will be 0.2% rarity. So if that's 0.1 is 1 in 1,000, so 1 in 500 are going to have that. Only a few of those pandas, and 20, are likely to potentially have that based on those odds. Whereas you've got things that are more common, like a class sniper. But I don't think just because the class that they're actually going to have the same weapon. No. So just because they're a one class doesn't mean they're all going to have that weapon. Medic, we can see there. Cyber Bard. So yeah, 6 classes: sniper, medic, cyber bard, engineer, commando, and main tank, with the bazooka saying front toward enemy. Got to make sure you get that right, because yeah, that you end up killing your friends. We've got different type of different BG, bamboo, background, and graffiti spring, orange, coral, aquamarine, with the bamboo being at 1%. Graffiti being 0.6%, and there's still loads of other variations. So we can see this background obviously wasn't in there, but obviously it's really good. You can just go through and see exactly what the percentages are. So when you're picking out a panda for yourself, you might go through them. You might be looking for a certain class and a certain weapon, and so you can find them very easily. 1% rarity on that background. So we can see that if we pick one that the sniper, guessing this is a sniper class, not the same weapon. So even though the class is, as it said, about 16% chances of getting a sniper class, the actual weapon is different. Danger close. I like the little individual things that they've got on it, like the scratches on the barrel there, potentially kill count. So As we go down, we can see that they are currently working on this game, and they look like they're making good progress with it. So Space Expedition will be a roguelike game, a subgenre of role-playing games. Every adventure will go on a random map to fight invaders. So in the white paper, we get a lot more detail on the game. So that just echoes what we just read there. But the currency unit will be Bambooniums, the base currency used to exchange to lottery tickets, and lottery tickets the premium currency to participate in NFT prize lotteries. Here we can see what the main screen will look like. We can look at that in a bit more detail. On the Twitter page, they've released their first animation. The planet scene, as you can click on it, will have a progressive, level by level up to what is likely the boss. Next up, we take a look at the battle scenes, where you can see it's got this turn-based system where you can also put it on auto and has 2 times, and you're battling against a variety of different enemies. What I really like is the enemies have just as much character as the pandas themselves. I mean, this guy, if this guy doesn't scream character, I don't know what does. A tank with a skull with fueled by some sort of juice. And his stomach has I would not want to go up. This guy looks like he's out of somebody's nightmares. And then we have this mechanical Rex with a little love heart on it. I love that. Next, we have the information screen where we can see all the pandas that somebody's collected. 2 over here, we can see the stats, skills that panda has. We can see also the details, ID, name, occupation, birthday, and element detailed there. Each panda is born with a class. They're a main tank we've already looked at. Each class has a unique skill of their own. So the main tank, it has a large amount of health and intense defense for absorbing damage and protect teammates, but the action is slower than other classes, so this is obviously going to hold up front. The commando is the core of the close range attack, could be combined with a variety of team combinations. Sniper is the king of long range attacks, you want them at the back, with a big chance of critical hitting, but it's vulnerable when it faces enemies. Then we have engineer, which uses devices to control the battlefield and general class. Medic, these are the best choice to provide medical support for the prolonged battle, but they easily become the attack target. And Cyberbard, increasing teammates' damage and protect teammates from some debuff. And then finally, we have the Panda NFT rewards explanations. This is how the game lottery system will work. This will be the user interface that we can expect from it. Here we can see you can either buy all 10 spins, 5 spins, or 1 spin. So you're going to need Bamboonium to be able to do this. It also says you can use 0.1 ETH. So potentially you can still take part in these lotteries even if you don't have 1,000 Bamboonium. We see players like rewards like Bored Ape Yacht Club again, Cool Cats, Meebits, Paladin Pandas up for grabs, and Alpha NFT, Beta NFT, and Delta NFT. So as these get won, you can see that the amount will likely go down as well. So we've also got the first and last prize. This will be a random airdrop among the first 400 players and last 400 players. This is how this will work. Example, assume that 80 rewards are in the pool. After the first 40 have been taken, 50%, they will select an ID to get rewarded free of charge. An NFT. The chance to get the reward positive relates to the number of times the ID had purchased. So if an ID purchased 10 tickets in the first 40, then they got a 25% chance of winning it. The rules of obtaining the last reward: when the last rewards are sold out in the same range, they'll select an ID to get the reward free. So it's exactly the same as the first, but just it's the last half of the purchases. The rules for obtaining the W reward is similar to the first rewards, but it means that they'll select an ID to get the reward free of charge when all the remaining rewards are sold out. Now, there is going to be a selling and recycling system, so the player can sell the Panda NFT reward to the system to obtain the lottery tickets to repool their preferred NFT reward. So if you get something you don't want, you can sell it and you can have another go. Alternatively, the system will recall the NFT reward due to the expired order and give compensation to the player automatically, recycling. Price of the reward is different. The actual price show on the page based on the system settings for each reward. Now, what you'll expect to see is that it's likely, when you sell it back, you won't get as much back. This will be good for the economy of the game. It'll also just give people an extra chance to pull for something that they really want. Recycling. Panda NFT rewards allow player to have 10-day holding period for their inventory. During this period, the player can decide whether they want to hold this reward. If not, the player can return the reward to the system on your own initiative, and Bambooniums will be refunded to your account at the agreed price on the platform. Things to be aware of though: the first and last reward, W reward, will not exist in every pool.
whether it has 3 kinds of rewards and the number of rewards bases on the system of settings of each pool, and paying the digital currency wallet once players sell their rewards, with the refunding amount will be returned to the lottery balance. It would not be returned to the digital currency payment account, so please purchase with caution. And all the final interpretation of commercial activities within the game belongs to the Paladin Pandas team. Collect them all. What's really great about this game, I think, is the closeness to the community. They communicate pretty much every step that they're making along this. So we've got, these are the skills and the cooldown and elements, skill settings that you get with all the individual weapons. So by having all these variations in weapons, they have made it more complicated for themselves. But I think that's really good for the game, because you're going to have 49 different weapons with 49 different skills, and you can pick and search OpenSea for, based on these skills, to create a team that has a decent combination of skills that suit your style of play. And then we have the commando classes. They also break down how they're going to add the animations. So step by step, you know, you've got your panda, you've got the lower body of your pandas, split it apart, and then from that, they even show how they're doing this, is they connect all the bits up with a special tool, and that allows them to manipulate the panda and create an animation. There we go. So really open about what they're planning to do. We see a few more bosses. Look at this guy. What? Some sneak peek of some extra monsters. So yeah, really good communication between them and the community, definitely. I think one of the things that shows how much they value the community is they have this system called Panda Poo-Poos, and you can earn more Poo-Poos by, I'm guessing, leveling up. This is on Discord, and completing certain actions, probably, you can actually acquire these and have a chance to win lottery tickets to take part in some of the lotteries for NFT items. So if you can't afford a Paladin Panda, potentially you have a mechanism by supporting the project to win one via these lotteries. Another clear evidence of their closeness to the community is just their openness about the progress within the roadmap and how they've actually worked towards adopting a panda. It basically approved, apparently, and they are going to have a panda that they have adopted, which is really nice to see. Now, the roadmap included different stages in their sales. So after 20%, a liquidity pool was going to be launched, and that would come from 5% of the sales. 50% randomly select 5 holders to airdrop 1 Paladin Pandas each. 60%, 15 ETH, and 25% of royalties would go to the community wallet to collect the community art and support Paladin Pandas merchandise by community members. At 80%, they would donate 8 ETH to a charity fund selected by the community. The Paladin Pandas merch line will be established at 100%. Every owner will be dropped a hoodie, the design of which will be decided by a community vote. The team is made up of Tasty, the founder and head of marketing, Alcibiades, the creative director, MXB, the art director, and Ken, the tech ace. So I think this is a really strong project. I think that the game UI looks really, really stunning, and I think it will be a lot of fun. I don't think it's going to be too heavy game that you'd have to grind. It'll just be a fun one that you can collect some lottery tickets and then enter and then see if you can win. Maybe you will be that one-off that wins a Bored Ape Yacht Club, and you could become very, very well off, you know, if you're using one panda, a $350 investment. So check it out, do your own research, see if it's something that you'd be interested, and let me know down below whether you'd actually be interested in buying a Paladin Panda. That is all for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like on the video, it always helps the channel out, and hit subscribe if you can get up to date with future content. That's all from me. See you guys soon. To rebuild the home planet, the Panda Elders entrusted the most elite Panda warriors with the... Come on! No one can read that! It's not up for long enough.